Cassidy was born early the next year.
All right.
And when
Who's joining?
It was love at first sight. Joe was an enthusiastic.
Anyone want to join? I'm just hanging out and just chilling.
By all accounts, Jason was a good dad.
He was so grateful. He knew how to sit on the floor.
Yeah, but that
Play
guy's.
with his daughter, you know.
The Youngs moved into the big fine house on Birch Street.
Hang on, let's just get some more people in.
Both of them worked. He a salesman, she a financial specialist. In the summer of 2006, Michelle got pregnant again. They kept the news to themselves, but it was clear something good was happening.
The comment to me was, he's excited to have another baby. Not implying that she was pregnant, but that he was excited at the prospect of it.
But just a few months later, Michelle was dead. Jason was 170 miles away in Virginia on a business trip the night of the murder. He heard the news the next afternoon and returned to Raleigh.
There we
Lisa
go.
Grossman got word from her mother.
My mother called and said, Michelle's dead. And I said, Michelle who?
I'm just trying to see if I can get more people to come join us. Spreading the word around, you know?
Questions that Wake County investigators were asking themselves.
As the investigation heats up, a security camera provides a critical clue. It's not what it caught, it's what it missed and why. Coming up, you had something to hide. When Daylight continues.
We've come a long way.
Check out my social media as well.
Super Emma just about sleeps in her cape. But when we realized she was battling sensitive skin, we switched to new Tide Plus Downy Free. It's gentle on her skin and dermatologist recommended. Tide Pods Plus Downy Free.
Mine. 2 viewers already, but no comment.
I have big news.
Hey, people, post on the side. Post over there on the. Hey, whoever's coming in, post over there.
An electric toothbrush only gets the surface.
Come on.
But Waterpik Sonic Fusion thoroughly cleans
Come on, I'm waiting for it.
One step to a complete
Oi.
cleaning. And best of all, it's clinically proven to be twice as effective as regular brushing and flossing. Go online or ask your dental professional about Waterpik Sonic Fusion.
Hurt on the job? Don't take anything for granted. Back your medical care, back your paycheck, and back your job. Because what you're offered and what you really deserve can be two completely different things. That's why we're here. At Nuremberg Paris, we protect the rights of people injured on the job, and we're ready to help you.
Nuremberg Paris, fighting for the injured since 1928. 216-777-7700.
The best way to get your large 3-topping pizza for just $9.99 is the easiest. With new contactless curbside pickup, let us know when you're here, without ever leaving the safety of your car. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Seattle's pledge to defund its police department by 50%, even including a proposal to remove 911 dispatchers from police control.
Who's doing it? Who the heck is joining? Okay, I hate people who seem to join my stream but don't, introduce themselves.
There's no one here to answer your emergency call. But leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Demand more from Longwear. Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear by L'Oreal Paris. Excellent coverage with no weigh down. A breathable formula for fresh skin hour after hour. Device transfer, no access. Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear by L'Oreal Paris.
Next time on the Goldberg.
Score an our goal.
Mama.
Tuesday at 7 on WBNX.
Sunday brunch is uninvited guests.
I wonder if it's true that bears can smell food.
Tuesday at 7:30.
It's a comedy event every day right here on WBNX.
Tune in to the funniest game show hour on television. Weekdays beginning at 8.
The facts were stark and ugly. One night in November 2006, while her husband was away on business, Michelle Young was attacked in her own bedroom and brutally beaten to death. Her body discovered the next day by her sister Meredith, along with her 2.5-year-old daughter Cassidy, who'd been left to wander in her blood. For the investigators who set out to find her killer, no way to get those little footprints out of their minds. Sergeant Richard Spivey, lead investigator.
Those of us that work in law enforcement, this is our profession, but we're also parents. That certainly strikes a different note with you when you see something like that.
Michelle's husband Jason, a medical software salesman, was 170 miles away the night of the murder. Even so, investigators had to look at him.
We know that he was the last person to talk to Michelle that night, and he was also the reason why she was found. He called Meredith Fisher to go to the house.
Jason Young's business trip that night was routine. Security tape showed him getting gas about 7:30 p.m. as he left Raleigh. 2 hours later, he was seen on tape at a Cracker Barrel restaurant in Greensboro. Later, he checked into this Hampton Inn in Hillsville, Virginia. This is him, front desk, again. And him again at midnight. He also made a phone call around midnight, and that was the last time anybody heard from Jason Young, until he made another call at 7:40 the next morning. A normal person would look at this and say, well, he was 170 miles away. He's got an alibi.
That sounds like a great distance, you know. But 170 miles, you can get between the crime scene and the hotel in about 2.5 hours.
Perhaps, but there were curious anomalies at the crime scene. Could blame them. That jewelry box was missing 2 drawers. So was it a bundle burglary? Then there were footprints near the body that seemed to eliminate Jason. An obvious print on a pillow was a size 10, but Jason wore a size 12. But this was weird. There was another partial footprint. It defied easy identification. So they began calling in shoe experts. And now they wondered, were the 2 attackers? Of course, investigators discovered early on that Michelle and Jason's marriage was strained. And in the last weeks of Michelle's life, things were not good.
At our friend Shelley's wedding, he was so drunk and just really out of it. When we got to the wedding, our friends were letting us know that Michelle and Jason were fighting, and they were referring to it as World War III.
Jennifer Powers told investigators about another fight that October. Michelle wanted her mother to stay with them.
World War III.
And Jason, who had a tense relationship with his mother-in-law, wanted to limit her stay, and said so in an email, along with another nugget.
He wrote, "Our marriage has seen better days, and I
You know
don't
what?
see it trending up." And I remember that.
Let me see if I can go live on Facebook,
because
guys.
I didn't know
So far, none of you
that
YouTubers
the
have
marriage had seen better days.
come in, and even the ones that have, well, they haven't you know, gone on the side and done their thing.
He talked to the lawyer, and then,
So yeah, bye.
under the advice of counsel, he declined